Hey Taurus, and welcome to your June 2025 reading. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Taurus, know that I could be talking to you or someone in your energy, so take the reading as it resonates. But what I'm seeing here for you is that there's someone coming in from the past, wanting to commit to you, wanting to express love to you this month. This is someone who created like a lot of emotional pain for you by the way they treated you. And it's like you were committed, loyal, and honest in this relationship, willing to work things out, willing to put up with their BS because you had so much love for this person. And it's almost like, while they were playing games, while they were gaslighting you, while they were manipulating you, this person may have walked away from you. But now it's kind of like they want to come in with this offer of love. And this may be a surprise to you. I feel like there were third parties in the past. This is so similar to someone's reading. I don't know if it's Capricorn. No. Actually, yeah, it might be Capricorn. But yeah, this person is wanting to put in the work now. They're wanting to come in from the cold. And they're wanting to heal your connection because whatever they did or whatever happened here was really, really painful. It caused a really, really painful ending. And yeah, they're just like, let's just start over, let's like just pretend all that didn't happen. And, I'm just going to cast this illusion here, give you a lot of gifts and make you feel like you're the most special in the world. But they're trying to distract from, they're doing this to distract from the pain that they caused in the past. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So, that's just the bottom of the deck energy. The current situation, we have the Nine of Swords, the Temperance card, and the Two of Cups. I feel like this person, they're really wanting to manipulate a situation to go in their favor. I do feel like this is going to be resonating with a group of Taurians that were dealing with someone very toxic in the past. And this is also someone who may have showed a lot of different faces of themselves. You may have had a difficult time making sense of how this person showed up in your relationship. Because it's like 1 minute they're happy, 1 minute they're not. 1 minute you feel like you got them figured out and everything feels stable, and then the next minute, I don't know, like out of nowhere, everything goes wrong. And there is actually something to that. My guides are asking me to invite you to study bipolar, and that doesn't mean that everybody watching this is going to have someone who has had or suffered from bipolar. But there is someone here that this is very significant for, and it could even just be one person. So take this as it resonates. They want me to talk about studying psychosis with depression, mixed episodes, dysphoric mania, euphoric mania, learning to cope, psychosis with delusions, depression, baseline, mixed episode, depression with psychosis, and learning to cope. So it's what all of those look like, and see if you have questioned if this person has a mental illness. Your guides are kind of guiding you to study that so you can make sense of your experience with this person. But that's only for someone who has been trying to figure that out and has questioned that in the past. Go ahead and study those things because you might find it's in alignment with your experience with this person. And I feel like the challenge of reconciling this relationship is not only do they have changing moods all the time, whether it be from an actual mental illness or just from inconsistency in the way they show up for you. This person actually did things in an effort to hurt you, and they caused a lot of trauma because they had a desire to hurt you, not just like, we had a misunderstanding and we both had hurt feelings about it. It was like, no, they wanted to make you feel bad about yourself, to question your worth, and they did things and it was like over and over again, they would do these things to make you question yourself, to make you doubt yourself, feel bad about yourself. And people will do this. They usually target someone who's very vulnerable when they do this. So when they do, they can't get away from the situation. You may have been living with this person, you may have relied on them financially to a certain degree or something like that. And so it was kind of like they could treat you however the hell they wanted, and you wouldn't be able to go away from them, is kind of what I'm seeing here. And what your guides are asking you to focus on is actually going back and thinking about how this person treated you when you had any sort of success, when things were going well, when you were happy, when did this person love to see you happy? Did this person love to see you succeed? Did this person love that you feel peace? Because I think when you do, you're going to get really clear about this person's behavior and what was real and what wasn't, what was a lie in this situation. Because I feel like maybe you believed their lies, like, oh, they said I shouldn't cook because I'm a terrible cook, but really they were more concerned about you outshining their ability to cook. Okay, that's just a small, irrelevant example. But and you may have believed them, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't cook anymore because I'm terrible at it, But did they consistently do those things, like put you down in a lot of different areas? Did they get very defensive? Was conflict unresolvable, and so you just had to take responsibility for everything and apologize for their behavior? Like, how did this person behave, and does it line up with the things that you're studying about, maybe narcissism or even bipolar? And it's really going to help you heal and get clear about what is real here and what isn't, and what is true about you and what isn't, like what was projected onto you. And because I feel like this person stole things from you, and I'm not talking about material things, I'm talking about your self-confidence, your sense of personal power, your hope for the future. This person did some really dark things to steal your light and your energy, and so they hijacked your energetic aura and your sense of safety in the world and in your own body, or something like this. This person, not only did they lie to you and kind of mess up the way you view yourself, but also they came in and stole things from you that it's almost like it's not a tangible thing, so it has to be built back. It can't just be given back, is kind of what I'm seeing that you experienced with this person. This person put you through hell. They put you through hell, and I feel like you may still be detangling from this person, and then they show back up and you're like, what? That's kind of what I'm seeing there. And the quote that my guides want me to share for your strength in this situation is actually the best revenge that you can do to anyone who disregarded you and treated you like trash, made you feel like garbage, is to never ever give them the same opportunity to have you the same way again. If someone walks away from you and doesn't give a shit about you, you need to understand that you need to hold on to your dignity and never give yourself to someone so easily when they disregard you. They didn't see your worth or your value, so if you're ever in the position when this person does come back, you need to understand that they're only coming back because they think you're the easiest person to allow them back, so they can play the same dumbass games. So your power in this situation is to see through the manipulation happening here, to see the games this person is continuing to try to play with you, and to just walk away and not allow them to do it again, not allow them space in your energy to harm you in any other way, like to fill your mind with lies, to steal your light and your hope, and mess with your intuition too. Don't let them do that. Do not let them do that. And in the near future, we have the Tower card. And I see this as you just, this person may be trying to come back into your energy, but you may be coming to the conclusion that this person does not serve you or your life and only causes chaos, and you may just be releasing them and like letting them go. And they may be very shocked about that. This person may feel to a certain degree that you would always, just kind of be in the background, and they could come around whenever they felt like it. But they're going to have a rude awakening when they realize that you are not to be messed with anymore, that you see your worth, and you're not going to allow people to walk all over you and hurt you anymore. I feel like you've learned something here. Yeah. Yes, you have learned something here. This person has had you in a mental prison for a really long time. But in your time away from them, it seems like you have learned and you have grown and you have really gotten above the illusions that they put over you in your life, or you're processing it all now and experiencing this now and closing the door. This is, your guides are saying this is a suggested approach. If you're not already doing this, they're saying you can step into this. You can rise above what this person may be very pushy. This person may be very good with their words, and they're really able to get you in this space of like not sure what to do or how to handle the situation. But you are so wise and you are so powerful and so strong. And I feel like, it's important that you know that because you have risen above this, because you are rising above this, there's something really powerful that you have to share. Like telling people what you went through with this person, letting your story be heard, and whether that be in a small circle sense or like even bigger online. This has come through a lot in the readings this month. Sharing your story and being a lighthouse for others has come through so many times in this reading, in these monthly readings. And I feel like it's no different for you, Taurus. You have something, because you've been through such a battle here, you have something to share, wisdom to share with the King of Swords coming out, like really profound knowledge and wisdom that can help others do the same thing you have, or break free in the same way you have. There's people who need to hear your story. And what it is that you're not seeing is that when your narcissistic ex realizes that, things aren't going to work out with their new supply, maybe they're not as easily manipulated, or maybe, it's just not as easy to play games with them or whatever. When they realize that the grass isn't greener and, whatever it is that they were seeking or ditched you for, they're not finding, okay, they will ditch that person just like they ditched you. And the cycle and the pattern of abuse with a narcissist is that they will always go back to their original supply and see if they're available. And what they do is they go back, like it said before, I think I said this before, they will go back to the most loving, compassionate, and most forgiving, and the one who puts up with all of their BS. And basically, your guides are saying, don't let that be you. Just because you're the most loving and compassionate and patient doesn't mean you should be the target for this person's BS and their crappy behavior. In your hopes and fears, I can see that you actually genuinely fear this person creating conflict in your life and hurting you in some way. Hopefully not physically, but like there's a genuine fear that you have of this person and their combative nature. And I think that combined with their emotional instability and their their unpredictable behavior, I feel like you have a fear of this person. But I feel like the outcome of this reading is actually you ghosting them and then haunting them. They're going to be haunted by you because you did treat them so well, because you were so loving, because you are like one of the best things that ever happened to them, because you were so compassionate, and you really someone as compassionate and loving as you withdrawing your energy and putting your foot down and saying, I actually deserve better, is really going to shock them. But it's also, yeah, you're going to haunt them because they know they could have done better. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing for you this month, Taurus. This was kind of a lot, right? You're going through a lot, but I know that you can get through this. Know your worth, and do not let anyone come into the sacred space of your energy and turn it upside down, right? You deserve to be treated with love and respect. And I hope this reading was helpful for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, they're available on my Etsy shop. And if you don't see the reading that you want there, you can just personalize in the order what questions you actually want me to answer. And I would love, love, love to read for you. So that's it for this video, and we'll talk to you next time.